Hello,
Alright,
YouTube.
Just to recap, you just got faced down by 200 dudes with guns, and you ran into the urinal so you could stop pissing yourself and change.
And they have no idea.
Like, hey, did we kill him? Like, nobody fired any shots.
How could he possibly be dead? Tell Tiedemann that we're idiots.
Tell Tiedemann to not sign our checks yet.
Tiedemann that this lunatic is still running around with a gun
that he made
from a surgery table.
Tell Tiedemann I think this guy's a Jedi.
Tell Tiedemann we're screwed.
Tell Tiedemann to make sure.
I'm turning the lights out on these guys.
Tell Tiedemann to bring us a flashlight.
Oh, these guys totally get what they deserve. Look at this. Look at this.
Tell Tiedemann he should have made the deals with us this much sooner. Tell Tiedemann we need Master Chief.
Tell Tiedemann to bring all the weapons. That was totally 200 necromorphs to match his 200 armed personnel.
And why would that be a problem? You've destroyed all the necromorphs. You've been
they spread like crazy.
You've been stomping necromorphs left and right for 7 hours. And you just don't give a fuck. And these pansies that are ready to face up against you can't even take them out on a 1-to-1 ratio. Is that a pool, literally a knee-deep pool of blood?
No.
It's ankle deep.
No, it's just a layer on the floor.
It's
bad.
It's it doesn't make a squishy sound. Hey!
Man Ray!
And those are necromorphs that took the wrong turn to the giant slaughter. They used MapQuest. Why would you keep shooting that thing? You just run up and stop it. It's like Mercenaries 2 World in Flames for Xbox 360. Why on earth would you use your gun when you can just literally run up to everything and punch it to death?
Yeah.
Including the vehicles. Literally.
Really?
If a tank does not have a machine gunner, there's nothing stopping you from stealing it. That's literally all you need the gun for, is to shoot machine gunners. In tanks.
Yeah, this door right here is such a bad place to come out into this bloodbath.
Because the necromorph in the middle is in the middle of the loofah. He's like, hey, let me get my let me clean my face first with this blood. It's a bloodbath. Is it a public bloodbath? Like it was popular in Blood, Grease. Not the movie.
Tell Tiedemann to bring the bath beads.
And a mop. Tell Tiedemann to bring my special towel.
Tell Tiedemann to bring the ShamWow.
And flat chop. Cole's gonna need it for all these necromorphs and nuts. They brought almonds.
Pecans. Love those pecans.
They're testicles. What is it with you and destroying these things' testicles?
I don't have a problem.
There's a problem. It's like, hey.
Oh, hey.
Bitch.
Hey.
Hey, how's it doing? How's my number one lady doing?
Hey, how did you know my thing wasn't working?
Hey, you got
Thanks
disco.
for turning that back on.
You got my disco hand.
I've got my disco hand back.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
You remember my disco hand? I'll bring you the mojo hand later. That's like the weirdest sign I've ever seen. Asking about my mojo hand. $5. Yeah. It's a quick question.
What?
He has no idea where he's going because his disco hand is gone. Well, yet the figment of his imagination shows him where to go, despite the fact that he has no idea where he's actually going.
Yeah. I've thought about it before, and trust me, I can't come up with an answer to that.
Figments of your imagination do not know more than you do.
Because they're you.
Because they're based off what you know.
Oh, look at this. They're making more markers in here.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Why would you need more markers? What are the markers?
Because they want to be awesome.
They want to sell merchandising. It's the big ass marker bath beads, mops and towels, and special loofahs. Hey, why'd you drop that thing?
Yeah, right when that Necromorph showed up. Hey, he died pretty easily.
Cause you stuck him to a wall. He can't.
Normally it takes 2 impale bits to get him. Though,
even
but
if
that one just died.
Even if he's not dead, he's stuck to a wall for the rest of his Necromorph life. Which seems like an oxymoron. Hey, bloody handprints on the door. It seems like a good place to bring the kids. You hate your children. What you do? You stomp kids all the time. Just watch the video.
They're Necromorphs. Don't hate.
Animorph. Animorph children. Turn into a dog and you stomp his head in.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
No, I don't remember that.
Now, here's the thing. It's all started off when these kids are doing something at school, and they all kind of know each other, and they're kind of friends or whatever. Those weird acquaintances that you know and you want to be friends with, but you never quite be friends with them. And they decide, you know what? It's pretty damn late. Alright, it's pretty dark. We're gonna take this turn and shortcut through the creepy ass construction building sites. And sure enough, what the fuck happens? They run across the crash ship of a space centaur. Yeah.
You're not making this up.
I wish I made this up. Alright.
Space centaur.
Here's the thing, it's a space centaur. 2 sets of eyes on its face. Another set of eyes on stalks on the top of its head. 2 sets of nostrils. Really strong.
As if he couldn't tell your fear bad enough.
No mouth.
Yet 2 sets of nostrils.
Yeah.
You know you've had a bad day when you were born with 2 sets of nostrils and no mouth.
And here's these scrawny little useless alien arms with like 7 fingers on each hand. No, literally.
All the fingers.
Yeah, no, literally. There's one where they're like, due to insinuating circumstances, they bring humans on board their ship or whatever, and they got these big like open park areas because they're centaurs and they like to run, and there's trees, and these humans use their arms to climb the trees, and these...
Well, I wouldn't imagine getting up a tree any other way.
But there's the thing, though. They're like pulling themselves up with their arms and their legs, and these centaurs just lose their shit. They're like, holy fuck! You can do that? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
They're like, fucking yeah! And here's the thing, since they're centaurs and aliens or whatever, they don't wear clothes.
Uh-huh.
And one of the chick human takes her shoes off, and they just lose it. They just lose their fucking mind. They're like, whoa! You don't have your own hooves? They just like lose their fucking shit all over the place. Like, I have no idea what's going on. It scares me. It's so interesting. It's so bad.
Oh. It's this guy again.
Hey, fucker, what's going on?
Did I mention that I don't think I mentioned this last time. That's the Necromorph that's made up of the smaller squid monsters. And you only see 2 of them in the main story.
For all the squid monsters.
And yet, during the Severed DLC, you see like 4 of them.
Oh, double the squid monsters.
And there's only 2 chapters in the Severed DLC.
Oh, I just remember, I forgot to tell you the best part about the Space Centaurs.
What?
They have these long, whip-like tails that have these big-ass blades on them.
That sounds very familiar.
It's kick-ass. They're called Andalites.
Okay.
And they're fighting a race of parasitic, brain-controlling slugs from space called the Yeerks. I wish I made this up.
I wish you were too.
And here's the best part about it all. The only reason the Yeerks are a problem is because the Andalites let them become a problem and take their technology.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Because the Andalites, they like to give everybody the benefit of a doubt. But guess the fuck what? It doesn't always work out for the best. Dumbasses. And here's the entire thing. The entire series of, as far as I know, because I didn't finish the series of the books because I can't find any more of the books. The entire book series takes place in 1 year from when they get their ability to absorb the DNA of animals from the Space Centaur to when the backup's supposed to arrive from space to help them fight the parasite brain slug thing.
You don't even know what you're talking about at this point, do you?
I do, but I'm trying to not use the words that are very specific to the series, like Yeerks and Hork-Bajir and like Taxons.
You did a really good job with not mentioning that.
Oh yeah, here's the best part. The main bad guy, the guy that's in control, the guy that's kicking ass and taking names in the invasion of Earth via brain slug, is a brain slug that controls a space centaur.
What?
Here's how the Yeerks, the brain slugs, work. They're a parasitic species that if they get in your ear, they crawl into your brain and gellify and coat your brain in themselves and take over your body. And their only weakness is that at least once every 3 Earth days, they have to. Yeah, I wish I was making this shit up. They have to exit the host in order to absorb this special rays of light that is their food source.
Huh.
Yeah. And the one that's in the lead of the invasion of Earth via brain slug, it has control of the body of a space centaur.
Okay.
Just pretend not to know what you're talking about, and YouTube will yell at you for it. Trust me.
People of YouTube complain about everything
I
that
know.
they think is right.
But guess what? If you don't know something, they'll tell you, and they'll set you to rights according to them.
Now, if somebody actually knows what they're talking about,
They'll
that's
tell you-
different.
They'll tell you if you know what you're talking about. They'll tell you you don't know what you're talking about, and they'll give you some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't know what they're talking about, they'll rip you a new asshole and tell you don't know what you're talking about and set you to rights. So the best thing to do if you're on YouTube is not to know what you're talking about, because somebody will tell you eventually. Hey, space lasers. Those are the lasers that freaked that guy's cat out.
What?
Remember you rearrange the laser and you're like, I wonder if that laser's going across a planet right now. I'm like, yeah.
Oh!
The space alien cat. Yeah, it's the most messed up thing about Animorphs is one of the girls' parents works at this weird zoo amusement park thing that actually exists in real life. And so they have access to all these really dangerous animals. Like the de facto leader absorbed the DNA of a tiger and can turn into a tiger. And at some point he also gets a rhinoceros and his dog. It's I don't know why he chose his dog. He just picked you know what, I'm gonna absorb the DNA of my dog, Homer. The big, stupid, smelly dog. And in one of the early books, one of the dudes gets stuck as a bird. Because when you transform into an animal, you have a time limit of 2 hours. And you get stuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just leave it at that for now.
That's pretty awesome, though. Because the most